Good morning, guys. Yesterday, I posted about my friend Louise Rumble and to go watch her stories, and she did a whole thread on quantum biology, and which I find really interesting because it is a major part of the healing process. We tend to go to therapy and do things like that are more understanding how the mind itself is working and understanding our triggers and our childhood and all that stuff, right? But it's interesting because she basically was talking about how your triggers and the things that sort of give you anxiety or whatever that disrupt your nervous system can only be healed when you start working on the physiology of it rather than just the mental part. So, because naturally your body is going to process and do the things it's meant to do and that it's comfortable in when it's comfortable, right? So if something triggers you, and your body automatically goes into fight or flight, and then hormones start getting released and everything, your entire biology gets transformed and throws you into a tailspin, right? And her point being is that therapy can take you so far. You also have to sort of work on the physiology of it. So, which I find really interesting. That's why I meditate. That's why I do certain things, because when you go into certain anxious situations, like I'm thinking about me having to fly in a couple days, and I hate flying, love traveling, won't stop traveling because I run towards my fears typically, but I already know how my body is going to start acting Wednesday night going into Thursday. It is naturally like I'm not going to be able to sleep well. I'm going to start having all of these thoughts about the plane going down, all the stuff. And I've been traveling, by the way, since I was 30 days old. That's when I was first allowed to go to Fiji. So, anyways, traveling my whole life. September 11th happened, and it totally messed me up mentally when it comes to traveling. So, point being is that my body, I know what it's going to go into. I know the physiology of my body. It is going to start going into anxiety mode. It's going to start pumping with hormones. All of these things are going to happen. So I know ways to help negate that, to help counteract what's going to happen to me in my body physically. And for me, it's meditation. I know I have to take a cold shower right before I get into the car to go to the airport. I know that I can't spend a ton of time in the airport because things start rolling in my brain and body. Things like that. Like I know that there are things that I need to do. Breath work, that helps me a lot also. So if you are working on your mental healing and all of that, also be working on your physical healing, because those two things are obviously correlated. And what was my other point? Sorry, I'm having a crazy day over here. Anyways, point being, listen to Louise's podcast. It's freaking amazing. She's always talking about things that permeate all of our lives. All of us have experienced what she talks about, and it's free therapy on a podcast. So go listen to it, but also pay attention to what you are doing to help calm your nervous system and in connection to what you're doing to work on your mindset. It's really, really important to do both, because therapy will only take you so far. You still have to work on other things. Okay? I hope you guys have an awesome day.